Welcome to a very short and brief second update of today, as we are going to discuss a coin that is most likely going to break out heavily, and it's called Chainlink. But before we're going to continue with our update, do not forget to subscribe beneath, like the YouTube update, and also do not forget to check out my Twitter and Instagram, which is in the description beneath, where you can find daily content. And we're going to do a giveaway when I reach 50k followers on Insta. We're getting close, so do not forget to do that. Also, during this weekend, we're doing a 25% recurring discount on our website, on our subscriptions. So if you want to join in this bullish quarter and you want to trade alongside me, don't forget to become a member and use that 25% discount only this weekend. A coin that I'm going to discuss here is a Chainlink, as it's still underperforming heavily, as you can see in the Bitcoin pair. During 2021, we have not seen anything happening yet, and during our recent high, we are still down 70% since the previous all-time high. So where are we with Chainlink? We are somewhere in this accumulation phase where it's ready for a new big breakout to be happening on the markets. As right now we're just accumulating, but as a matter of fact, we are making higher lows and higher highs. And second, we can also argue that if you're looking at Chainlink against Bitcoin, which is the valuation of Chainlink in terms of Bitcoin, it would arguably say that we are going to have a potential breakout here, as the valuation of Chainlink against Bitcoin is relatively low and still accumulating, through which we can assume that the valuation of Chainlink is quite low or the valuation of Bitcoin is quite high. But knowing that Bitcoin is currently at 43k, which is already 30% lower than the actual previous all-time high, we could state that Chainlink is relatively undervalued and still has to have some movements in the current quarter. Also, the period of Bitcoin until the all-time high should suit altcoins, as those are most likely going to rally or outperform Bitcoin until Bitcoin is going to become into a big impulse wave and vertical movements. Then usually you would not want to be into your altcoin positions, as altcoins will drop against Bitcoin. So coming to a conclusion of that part, the actual coin that you might be wanting to look at, or the actual categories that you might want to look at, are currently DeFi and the Oracle section. And these two could arguably give you some interesting ROI over the coming period. Looking at Chainlink against Bitcoin, we can see that we are making higher lows here. And we have also been making higher highs in the lower trend, or in the short-term trend here, through which we are granting ourselves another higher low, and that could give us continuation to the upside. So most likely we're going to have that run towards 6200 sats, and I don't know whether we're going to break through it yet, but if we do, I'm assuming we're going to break through the high and we're going to target around 8000 sats on this one. Why is that a fact? Well, we are making higher lows and we are making higher highs, so the assumption that you want to continue this trend and you want to have upwards potential after a breakout above 6200, most likely we are going to crack this previous high and continue moving upwards towards anything in this region here. That is what I'm watching right now on Chainlink. And what is the crucial level that you should be watching on Chainlink itself? That is the level that we have here, the green zone. Our recent higher low is the area that we should be focused on, whether we want to continue moving upwards or not. So this area is the area that we are focused on. If that doesn't grant us support, I think we're going for new lows, and then we're looking at anything around 37. But right now, especially what we can see is that Chainlink is showing strength in the Bitcoin pair, and also strength during the fact that Bitcoin is actually breaking upwards. So I'm assuming we're going to get continuation happening on the markets here. And I'm looking at the rally towards 8,500 sats. But when we're looking at the USDT pair, we can see that we've still have got some interesting levels to crack. So we do have the level around $21. That is currently the level that we are bouncing on. We also still have the obvious level around $19.50 if you want to. But right now we are getting a bounce back up as we swiftly are moving alongside with Bitcoin. What is the area that we have to crack? Well, if we can argue that we are making a new higher low here, then we are looking at a crack around $28. If that level breaks, I think we're going to attack the new resistance zone here around 35. So that is basically what I'm looking at with the structure here at this stage. And you can see that we've had a very harsh corrective move, very similar here, very harsh corrective move, bounces back up, a correction all the way back, and since then we started to run back up. So at this stage, I'm assuming we are getting close towards that as well. What is the area that we're looking at for support? Area around 22, area around 20 bucks. Rallying towards here, making a higher low, continuation, another retest, and then we can start continuing. If we are going to get a new impulse wave on Chainlink, what is the target zone that we are looking at? We are looking at a target zone based on Fibonacci, and then we are facing ourselves a run towards 80 bucks, as this is the previous high, this is the previous low, and we are looking at 150 next. These two are the target zones, and I think that Chainlink, Cosmos, and Polkadot are ready for the run towards $100 plus. So that's what I'm looking at this stage, and overall I think Chainlink is a massive buy opportunity right now, and I think the entire Oracle section. Do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll be back tomorrow with a fresh new update. Enjoy, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you again soon.